We now have the pleasure to welcome Princeton head coach Chris Bates to the program. Coach, we just went through some of the credentials of your predecessor. How has it been so far replacing Bill Tierney?
I think pretty well. It's nice to be 7-1 at this point, and honestly 3-0 in the Ivy League is where we want to be to start the season. And like you said, obviously when there is a coaching change and you're replacing somebody who's been here for 22 years and in the Hall of Fame, there's going to be some attention paid to it. But I think our coaching staff and I think our guys have adapted well and just kind of hunkered down and focused on the business at hand, and we try to take it day to day, and things have moved well at this point. If we were 1-7, I might have a different tune, but so far things have gone pretty smoothly.
Syracuse was without John Lade for a couple games now. Coach, you have been without Chad Wiedsmeyer on the defensive side. What is going to having Chad back in the lineup do for the defense?
Chad's one of the best defensemen in the country in terms of covering you. The intangibles are just, having that presence there, but also his toughness and his competitiveness. It allows John Cunningham to move back up to his more natural position, which is long pole midi. And John Cunningham's, he's an All-American. He just has had that kind of year, I think. And Jonathan Myers bumps to a second pole, which gives us some more depth. I think our short sticks have settled in a little bit. We're getting better play. Tyler's playing well, too. He wasn't early up to his standards, but has settled in and really was a difference in Saturday's game, and he's just one of the better goalies out there.
Coach, preparing for Syracuse this year is a little bit different. Everybody knows about the high-tempo transition style of the Syracuse offense, but now as a coach, you have to start preparing for the Syracuse ride. How have you prepared for playing Syracuse in that respect?
We'll adjust kind of our base clear. We stay pretty consistent with how we clear, and we've been a decent clearing team thus far, but as you said, we've noticed it. SU is, they ride very hard. They ride hard with their attack. They ride hard between the lines as well, and when you cross midfield, and that's just something that you got to be aware of. You can't take a clear lightly. You're going to be pressured, and you got to be able to handle that pressure. And we have a pretty athletic team, so we're trying to simulate that as best we can in practice. But come game day, you got to be aware of that pressure. You got to be able to handle it, and it's something we do expect.